stream someday, but right now I'm working I'm working entirely independently. So I like I don't know. Uh, so okay, so I do signal jams from time to time. Hey, event time. I was talking about signal jams earlier, and because it's fun to participate and like collaborate with people on stream, but I really need to keep it like I need to keep like separate those those like realms so that like I can have like my own development. I can like not. I say often on the stream like the reason I don't take suggestions is because I don't want to die hungry and starving on the street. Yeah. So um uh yeah. And so signal jams are the opportunity to do quite the opposite. Signal jams, we do them from time to time, and like we did one last week, for example, and that's an opportunity where we really can like put our heads together and like work on the same project and stuff. Um, if it help, if thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. um, yeah. Thank you, thank you, Connor. I yeah, it's really difficult because like when someone's trying to make a suggestion, it's probably because they're trying to be helpful, right? But like, I don't know. I think I'm getting better at explain. I don't know. I need to get better. Like that's the one thing that I really have to message somehow in a way that like doesn't hurt people's feelings. Because like yesterday, like people were flipping out, and I guess I just wasn't being polite enough. I guess about that because like it's really difficult for me. But I don't know. I just have to transcend that, I guess. And and yeah. Anyways, so the cave mouth. Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is like trees are gonna like look like they go into the cave. I don't know. I guess I can calculate to the extent to which that will happen. Like if I have a all right, so like the this layer will translate at 75% the rate of the layer above it. So in the time it takes this layer to get off screen, the layer above it will have traversed a third of this layer, right? So I guess as long as I don't put anything in the first third of like if I put literally nothing in the first third of the transitional slide, like let's say we were transitioning from the cave into the mountains, for example. If I put nothing in the first, oh, but the first third is like a huge chunk of this, right? So to put nothing in there is pretty extreme. But then it doesn't literally need to not cover this at all, because it can, like, it would actually look fine for those things to cover it up to like this point. So, but that's still like a long distance in. So maybe, yeah, maybe the idea for the transit, yeah, you know what what I should probably just do in general for these layers that I'm making now for the foreground layers. Um, I should thank you. I'm gonna I should oh wait, hold on. I've been saying oh wait, hold on, no, it's not that. I've been saying thank you, Mark Lander, so many times. I'm gonna put it in the little text scroll at the that goes on the screen. There you go. That way I can say it even when I'm not saying it. So that'll show up, and that text that I just edited was the little file that scrolls across the screen right here. So that should show up. Yes. Okay. So I guess like I'm probably just not going to avoid having the transitional layers look a little bit weird in the front layer. Like there's just going to be an extent to which there will be weird overlap, specifically like with like the cave transition and like the indoor outdoor transitions like that. So I think what I'm going to do instead of like really stressing about trying to get it exactly right is that instead if I just actually I'm going to do this in the reverse. I'm going to open the foreground layer. Yeah, the foreground layer itself. And then right, so like I have these cattails that stick up, but then I have like a bunch of like smaller ones too. So if I just move the cattails like closer to the center, of the screen. Like basically, like if I just put the most prominent art in like the like in the center of the image, then those will be then uh, those ones won't overlap the the other environment pieces, and then oops, I guess I didn't really have to copy and paste that. And then as long as those ones don't overlap, then maybe it won't look as weird. I guess I hope will be the case. We'll find out. Uh, so yeah, I'll try not to go overboard with that spacing, so that it doesn't look too sparse. But I'll see what I can do. Just try and minimize it where I can. Because like when I was setting this up, I did say like I wanted it to be like not super consistent. I didn't want to be like samey. Like I wanted some like visual variety here. So I guess one way that I'll have that visual variety is to have it in general. It'll be like a little more built up in the center and a little less built up around the edges. So I'll just like slide these together a little bit. Oops, accidentally slid it downwards. Is that? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh no, it's 1 pixel too low. Yeah. And then again, I can just slide these over a bit. Doop-a-doop. Alright, so yeah. So there will be like this little tuft, for example, might overlap like if I would transition from the river into the cave, like this little tuft might overlap a little bit, but not to an excessive degree. And like that, I guess will just be the worst of it. And I think that's probably fine, because it can't be like 100% clear. And actually, that's I think I've overdone it too much. So I'm gonna put like little tufts like this back over into that space, so it's not completely empty. So I don't know. Apparently, there's like a little bit of grass that managed to grow inside the cave, and I don't care. That's fine. Totally fine. Actually, I'll put a little bit on the other side too. Yeah. um. Thank you to everyone who is. Thank you for everyone for being really just great chat participants. Because I know this is the internet, and like some people, some people succumb to the allure of just being like, saying whatever they want on the internet, and so like there's really nothing to stop people from being like that. And so the people who aren't like that, the people who actually like exhibit self-control on the internet, they do it just because they're good people. So thank you everyone who for doing that. Because I don't know, it's like literally the only way that like some stuff can actually happen. Like yesterday was the first time that I was like, oh, I should just stop streaming. I should just never stream again. But no, today's going great. uh, so yeah, all right. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the forest, and again, like with the forest, like a tree might go into the cave, like whatever. I can't do literally everything to prevent that from happening. To a certain extent, I just have to not care. Yeah. And if it looks too weird, like if it looks too weird how that turns out. Actually, yeah, I want to try the. So I'm gonna bring down the script for a second because I want to try. We're not. There's no event active, is there? Oh, is there? No. Okay. There's no event active. Because I want to try the cave to river transition, because I want to see like the extent to which that it looks weird or whatever. So all right. So let's start in the cave. Save that. Put the animation speed will be crazy, time speed Where's the crazy time? Here's the crazy time animation speed. Uh, Save that, and then transition time, crazy time, transition time. Save that, and then oh yeah, let's also let's drop down the animation speed once we get into the once we get to the middle of the transition. So so at this point we'll also say nm cooldown equals 0.5. So it'll run crazily fast until we get to the mouth of the. Oh, I might not have let it run. I might not have had the script down long enough. If the characters don't populate, I'll restart the script. Oh, there they go. That was convenient. Yeah, sometimes it takes like no time at all, and then sometimes it takes forever. I don't know what that's about. Thank you, Marklander. Um, oh, here we go. All right. So this little tuft of grass that's I don't know why I point at the screen sometimes. This little tuft of grass right here is gonna go inside the cave, I think, assuming that math. I'm pretty sure like the whole first third of the image, so like even these little tufts of grass are probably gonna go inside the cave. And it's gonna look slightly weird, I think. It's just gonna like kind of break the illusion. Just ever so much. I like having the graphics stretch like all the way across the bottom of the screen, but it having like such a wide angle, like of the quote unquote. Oh, it's not going in the cave. It's not going in the cave. Yay, we did it. Apparently my math is stupid. Wow, that was easy. Whoa, that was so easy. But yeah. All right. I think also that's probably yeah. That's so that approach works. Just wow. Just keep it. I guess. Huh? Maybe I had that backwards. Maybe it's not the first third. Maybe it's the first like quarter, and then all right. So yeah, I guess the rules for making the those transitional pieces is just or not even those transitional pieces. The rules. Oh, the transitional pieces. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, instead of having transitional pieces, for this, I might just have it blank. I might just have none of this this foreground stuff in the transition. Because if I had anything in the transitional piece, like if I had grass that went any further in that direction, we would have seen it. And so I think yeah, whatever like I think when we're transitioning, like for that like one stretch there, I think we won't have that we won't actually have yeah, we just won't have anything there. And that I think should be fine in and of itself. So, all right, let's that's actually really good because now I can get rid of all the foregrounds from the transition. Wait, is that true? I can just get rid of the foreground from all the transition sides? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Wrong button. Delete foreground. So cave, transition, forest, foreground, get rid of that. River, get rid of that. BG's forest, transition. Did I get rid of this one already? No, not yet. Forest or mountains, transition to cave, get rid of that. River, transition to forest. Yeah, that was the one I got rid of already. Alright, cool. If this looks too weird, like if once I make this change it looks too, I don't know. If the absence is glaring, then I might change my mind about that. But for now, I think this is, well, for one thing, it's gonna save time on art production, and it's gonna like respect those boundaries in a way that will hopefully avoid just like just a strange mismatch of backgrounds. All right. So okay, what we haven't done yet is we haven't done the foreground for the cave or the mountains yet. I think I said I was gonna do mountains yet. Oh, do I still have the? Oh, I still have the image open. Whoops. All right. Well, anyways. All right. So let's just throw some rocks in here. Rocks and smaller rocks too, actually. Uh, they won't all be like big chunky rocks because they're in the foreground. So like some of them will like just be like broken pebbles, basically. Not like pebble, not like as small as pebbles, but like smaller. So 83 goes up to 87 because I tend to click up by 4 points here. Oh, I need to add in. Did I add a new layer? I think I added in a new layer already. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Good. All right. Paintbrush. Size 10 is probably fine. Rocks, roxy rocks. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to start near the edge. I'm supposed to start some distance in. So like, I'll say, I don't know, like 300 pixels in is probably a fine place to start. More like 250. Yeah, 250 pixels in is a fine place to start. I'm just drawing some rocks. Some will be bigger rocks, some will be smaller rocks. And then, yeah, once we're like this distance in, yeah, so once we're in like about like 450 pixels in, then like we can kind of go wild with it, like, cause I don't care about overlap at that point. There just isn't overlap at that point, actually. Yeah, I actually don't even have to wait this long. Yeah, no, I don't even have to wait this long, actually. Cool. It's liberating to have that capacity. I'm then doing another rock snowman. I don't know why. I just like rocks that are on top of each other, like rocks that are stacked on top of each other. That's just really entertaining to me. I don't have a good explanation for it. It's like rocks are heavy. How did they stack on top of each other? Why are they stacked on top of each other? Who did that? What is going on here? Oh, I should do not just like round rocks, but like kind of like chunky, mountainy shaped rocks, because those tend to be like part of the landscape. Oh yeah, right. Because apparently, like, it's not all just like individual rocks. Some of it's like, like mountainy, terrainy type geology as well. Sure, why not? Excuse me. uh, Sorry, I'm not great at I'm not great at watching chat all the time, but I do try and catch up on it when I can, and sometimes it is hilarious. All right, so yeah, that's fine. And then all right, so then let's do 250 pixels in from the edge as well. So that would put us at like what, 1350? 1600 minus 250, yeah, 1350. So here we can start up with more. We'll start with something a little more dramatic. Actually, no, I shouldn't push that too far, because there was a slight overlap in that transition. Whatever. I like to live dangerously. uh, so all right, yeah. So just I'll do like another one of these like moundy. Not that tall. We don't have to go quite that tall. I'll shave that down. The eraser tool doesn't have to be, yeah. It's just like another like that sort of thing. And then actually, yeah. Why not go like that or something, just to give it a little more character. Make it a little more prominent. And then yeah, we can do another like rock here or something. I don't want to go crazy with the rock snowmen, because they're a little too cool in some ways. If I just put rock snowmen like all over, this is what I mean when I say rock snowmen. If I put them everywhere, then they wouldn't be cool anymore, because they'd be like, oh, another rock snowman. Oops. Stop honking at me. Why do you honk at me, Paint.net? I don't know. I don't understand. Alright, so just a little bit of this. Oh, I should probably drop the saturation down. Nah, this is fine. This isn't done. I'm still working on this. This is just, I'm starting the shading. Alright, so that's that's kind of a mess. I drew these nice contours and then I just went in and messed them all up. Oh yeah, right. So for the rock snowman, there's a little extra shading because the shadowing. Oops. I wonder if it's weird that the adventurers don't have shadows. Maybe I should draw shadows under their feet. Hey, event time. Oh no, the kittens! You guys, the kittens! Sorry. They're in a tree. Kittens don't belong in trees. Not a whole herd. That's dangerous. Sorry. That one just amuses me. Alright. Rock snowman. Rock snowman. Almost there. Oh no! Watch out! Watch out, Lauren. Russ is shaking the tree. Oh, sorry. I guess because I don't have that. I have that. You might notice like that like the action text and everything doesn't show up on this screen. I just have it filtered out so that it doesn't. So for one thing, so that if like someone asks a question right before an event, it doesn't get like swept away in the Oh, I really need to hide the background layers because I'm sure I'm making a mess of this. All right, actually that one can stay. Yeah, I need to get a little bit cleaner with a lot of these lines. Alright, that's a little bit better for starters. Still not quite right. Oh yeah, I hide so I hide the action text from the monitor that shows here. But then I guess if I respond to that text, then anyone who watches this in the video archives, because they don't have the chat in the video archives, then of course it's unclear like what I'm talking about. Hopefully, I won't have any responses that are so wild that you can't discern what's happening just based on the action tags that are showing on the screen down there. Sorry, video archive watchers, if I get a little too obtuse with those references. Alright. Almost there. Right, yeah. Oh no. I'll just switch to this color and yeah, there we go. That's better. That one apparently has some rim lighting. I don't know what that's about, but I don't care. Alright, I'm gonna call that done. Yes. Alright, so copy file open. Oh, good job, you did it. It worked out overall for the most part. Nice. Nice climb. Nice. I don't think that one was supposed to turn out nice. If one person climbed and one person shook, it should have came out as not nice. I don't think so. Why would it have come out as nice? That's exactly a 50-50 split, which is like... Huh. I might have messed up my thresholds on that. Because actually, that event type is supposed to be the event type wherein you're supposed to pick a strategy, and not like, you know... So the example is like, if someone's climbing a tree, you don't necessarily want to shake that tree, because if you're shaking a tree and while someone tries to climb it, you could knock that person out of the tree, hypothetically. So for that event type, if one person chooses, like if half the people choose one option and half the people choose another option, I don't think you're supposed to get nice for that. I think you're only supposed to get not nice, like just no bonus points. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to look into that, I guess. But as long as it's not like taking bonus points away from people, then that's not an urgent bug. I yeah, I had a lot of practice making rocks when I made when I made the cave, because then I just spent like when I was making the cave, I like spent like basically an entire week drawing rocks. Not literally an entire week, but like almost an entire week just drawing rocks. It was oh, how does the forest look? Sorry, I'm just gonna go into like crazy mode for a second, just so I can see like what the. This one's a little hard. This one's a little mushy because like I'll just look at it with the pink background. I can either look at it like that, or I can look at it with the pink background. Like it doesn't show on my screen in other ways. Yeah, this seems fine. Because now you're like, I don't know. It's just a little extra. It's just a little extra way to indicate that you are in the forest. Is it weird that the name tags draw over the trees? Should the trees draw over the name tags? It's kind of breaking the illusion there, but um, this yeah, this seems to be doing all right so far. And so now I updated the mountain, so once we get to the mountain, it should have it as well. And once I update the cave, then the loop will be complete. Oh, I should actually revisit the forest to shift some of the props around, so like so that it doesn't go at the edges, kind of like I was doing with the other ones. Yeah. So actually, I'll do that real quick. I like the oops, cancel. Show these. Yeah, save that. With yeah, with the four, like with the other layers. I'm not gonna make major changes to it. I'm just gonna just like these open spaces. I'm just gonna move the open spaces to the end, basically. So this. Whoops, not don't select all of that. Just select this. Can go more like this. That whoops, shifted down a couple pixels. All right, that's good. And then like this can come. That might have been slightly too far. Yeah, that might have been slightly too far. Hold on, let's move it back. Not too far, just like a little bit like that or so. That's fine. And then this one, let's move these to around like there is probably fine. Probably fine. Because like the cave is kind of an extreme example where the transition happens like really close to like one edge of the screen and not the other. So how many monitors do I have? I have this monitor, the one that you guys are seeing. This is my laptop that I'm working on, and then my laptop is set up on my desk, which is in front of my workstation, and so I also have two monitors on my workstation. I only use one of them. The other monitor I don't use while I'm streaming because the other one is kind of like covered up the way my laptop is set up. Like half the screen is obscured from view. And then I have my mobile device, which I have my tablet, which I think that's all the monitors I have in the vicinity. So just a few, you know how it is. Oh, the trees are too regular again. So let's move this one. Let's move. Yeah, let's just move this one just over a smidge. Just so it's not super regular. That's fine. I don't care. Save that. Alright, so we won't see the changes immediately because we're still in the forest. We won't see those changes until it reloads the forest, which won't happen until we leave the forest and then return to it at some point. But that's it's still really samey. So alright, sorry. I'm just gonna scooch this tree over a little bit as well. Just hey, little things that are like too regular Like things that are irregular when things are supposed to be regular annoy me. Things that are irregular or things that are regular in organic spaces that should be more irregular also annoy me. So I probably go slightly too far in getting in avoiding that, but I don't care. All right, last up, the cave, and then we're done. The cave is going to be very sparing, even more sparing than the ones that we've done so far. Because with the cave, it's literally just like we're not actually going to see the we're not actually going to see anything. Oh, the other layers are hidden. There we go. We're not actually going to see the wall or anything of it. We're just going to see basically the equivalent of like these little rocks that are like on the ground. Like that's literally all we're going to be seeing. And not even very many of them. So, yeah. Let's pick this color, click it up 4, and was that up 4? 50, yeah, 52 to 56. Sorry. Add a new layer. And rocks. Oh yeah, actually with these inside the cave I tend to do it the other way around. So actually I'll pick this color first. Whoops. Click it up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, just a few of these guys scattered about. They tend to be in clumps. Oh yeah, where's the 250th pixel? I think 250 is actually a bit much too. I think like I really don't have to be so delicate with this, but whatever. Thank you, Mark Lander. Oh wait. I used to I'd play like World of Warcraft. I still do play World of Warcraft. Actually, my subscription is actually currently active because they released an expansion recently, and I checked it out, or I am still in the process of checking it out. But that was probably the worst I ever got with a digital setup because at a certain point I would play the game twice at the same time. Like I would play 2 characters on 2 different accounts at the same time. And that was like the only time in my life that I actually had like multiple keyboards and like multiple mice, and it was just easier instead of having to like tab between programs. Sometimes it was easier just to have like one hand on one keyboard, one hand on the other keyboard. I'm not as hardcore anymore. I do still play 2 accounts at the same time, but I only I do it on the same computer using the same keyboard and everything. um, uh, yeah, some people are hardcore. Some people just need to stay connected. Oh yeah, this is the cave where this is where I got all my practice drawing rocks. And there's not just these rocks too, because there's also, if you go down a layer, there's all these rocks too. Like this is the background layer. Oh yeah, this is like the cave, the minecart tracks that I was telling you about. Yeah, I got a lot of practice drawing rocks in this time period. Yeah. It was a good time. Alright, I think that's probably enough rock set dressing. And then now let's just shade them, or like lighten them up a little bit. Oh wait, no, I'm not supposed to use that color. I'm supposed to click it up to 56. Yeah, use that color. It's funny how it's like I'm only clicking it up by like 4 value points, and that is a very subtle difference overall. But I don't know, when I don't do it, like when I forget to do that, make that it just that different, slightly different, it's noticeable to me at least. Like I don't know, even this color, which is lighter, like it feels kind of drab, just because I don't know. All the other layers had a more drastic tonal difference between between how I can't use this big a brush on that one. I need to shrink down the brush size. It's because it's too tiny. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. No, a little more than that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't want the foreground to, the reason I'm lightening up the foreground is to avoid like making it look completely weird. Oh wait, that one needs a smaller brush too. um, but I don't want it to be too bright actually, because this is now the foreground. This is the stuff that's closest to the camera. But I don't want it to actually draw your attention away from the layer that the characters are on, because I want the layers that the characters are on to actually be the most interesting layer. And just for a little bit of visual variety, I'm going to stretch out this rock a little bit. It's going to be a long, flat rock. Look, it's the little person in the sleeping bag. Wait, no, it's not. Oops, hold on. I'm not drawing that very well. Let's hide these layers for a second. Whoops, whoa. Where'd that dot come from? Whoa, when did I do that? I don't even remember. I have no clue when I drew that dot, and I didn't notice it until just now. That's weird. Alright, let's just erase it, because I don't know how many times I'd have to hit undo in order to get rid of it in that manner. Alright, so paint, brush, draw, colors, picker, draw, colors. Yeah, no, that looks weird. Wait, hold on. That silly dot messed me up. I blame everything on that silly dot. We're almost there, you guys. Ugh. Awful. Hideous. But we are almost there. Sorry for putting my face so close to the camera. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay. Back on it. It was like BRB, GTG, and at first I thought that was FTB, and I was like, got to go feed the baby? What? I was like, what is... I don't understand what's happening. Alright, this is probably fun. And then, alright, so layer 9, copy. Oh, that's too regular. I keep doing that. I keep making it way too regular. I mean, it's easy enough to fix, but I don't know. I don't know what's up with my brains. As if I don't watch myself, it just happens. It just keeps happening. Is that less regular? Still a bit regular. Oh, whoops, and I accidentally chopped that rock in half. Hey, it's win time! Alright, what if I pull these ones over to here, like all the way over? How about that? Whoops, sorry, not that far. Yeah, if I did that, how's that? Yeah, whatever, I'm calling that fine. Calling that done. File open. Oh, True Vanicus, hey, how's it going? Sorry. How's it going? How did I miss that? I was I think I got distracted by the trying to figure out what that acronym was. Yeah, how have you been? How you been, True Vanicus? What have you been up to? Tons of super important things, I assume. Whoa, wait. Oh, did I not copy again? How does that always happen? Maybe that time was probably just my own brain not working well. But sometimes I like my clipboard. I swear it tries to. Wait, what am I doing? I thought I just saved this. Save. Oh, I didn't apparently. All right, my mistake. Yeah, no, I swear. Sometimes copy and paste just doesn't work. I don't know what that's about. All right. Anyways, so now we are set. Now we are set to go do. Oh. Whoa! Wait a second. So yeah. All right, let's right, so we have the assets that we need and yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. What Wait, have we transitioned and it didn't crash or anything? Is that normal? I feel like it should have I feel like oh, wait. I just went through and I deleted the transition pieces and maybe now it's going to crash. Cuz how did we set that up? Cuz we did add in the part where it blitzed the we did it in this part and then foreground. Yeah, foreground transition pieces. So I feel like this should crash now. So because what we want to do here is nothing. We actually don't want these transition pieces splitting because there are no transition pieces. We never drew transition pieces for this layer. So so I guess it doesn't like that I have this set up like this. But maybe so it's probably just I don't really want to change the format here. But I do want to keep the else case. I just don't want the contents of the if case. I just don't want anything to happen in the if case. What's a command that's just like nothing? I wonder. What if I just like had an empty string? Would that be sufficient? No, it doesn't like that. Oh no, it does like that. It thinks that's fine. All right, I'm just gonna leave an empty string there so that nothing actually evaluates in this case. Python is so weird. just by just by putting in like a meaningless whatever, it's like, oh yeah, that's legit. I'll just evaluate that empty string and then carry on with my else case. All right. So if I ever do feel like making the transitions, it'll all still be intact to go about it. So how were we able to transition without crashing, I wonder? Maybe we didn't transition. Maybe we didn't crash because we haven't transitioned since I went through and deleted all those transition files. But I feel like it's only a matter of time before we crash now. So I'm going to bring down the script. We're not in the middle of an event, are we? No. All right. I'm going to bring down the script for a little while and then start it up again. Is there anything else I need to do before we start up the script this time? Because, oh, yeah. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Hmm. Oh, we are going to put something here, actually. So, yeah, this isn't going to stay blank for too long. Because when we we have to put snow here, I think. Yeah. And then so we're going to use this sometimes, and in the cases that we don't use this, we're going to use this case, like the transitional slide in the foreground. We're going to use it for some cases. For example, snow. We're not just going to have it like there's no snow, and then all of a sudden you walk into a wall of snow. So there is going to be a transition, but in the cases where we don't want much of it, we'll just have it very subtle. So like if you exit the cave into snow, like it'll just be like, that'll be the one case where like the snow, it doesn't literally just like, wall of snow out of nowhere, but it will build up very quickly. It'll go from like not snowing to snowing very quickly. And I guess that'll kind of indicate that like, some of the snow you were sheltered by the structure that you just emerged from, but then all of a sudden, as soon as you venture out, it picks up and all of a sudden snow. All right, so yeah, I'll be back for that soon. And before then, oh yeah, let's move this because this doesn't need to be here. If anything, oops, cut. This needs to be here. And it doesn't need to be for the we don't need it for the middle near ground layer. We need it for the near foreground layer. Near for art thou layer. I don't know what I'm talking about. So instead of using the middle near ground layer, let's use the, yeah, I guess by convention it would be the near foreground layer. So copy that, copy that. Wait. Near 4. Near 4. Yeah, this is where we blip the near 4 layer. Yeah. Alright, so near foreground layer. And yes, this isn't actually a symbol yet, so it's going to yell at us a little bit. Oops. Near 4. 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 Alright. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Wow. That's sounds like a pretty good sounds like a pretty good cooling system you got there. Sorry. I zoned out again and I was not paying attention to chat. Alright. Oh yeah, so the near foreground layer isn't actually a real thing yet. So I should make it a real thing so that the script stops yelling at me. So let's go to the place where we declare our other layers. Oh yeah, so near foreground, and then the other thing that we need for snow is we need the near foreground layer and the foreground layer, which is a dumb name, but I don't care. Alright, so where... No, we're too high. You need to go here, where we have mid near ground. So we need foreground equals FFG, of course. Near foreground equals... Oh, so the foreground layer, it actually blits. It's the special layer that blits in front of the foreground layer. And it doesn't really matter that it blits in front of the foreground layer, but what matters is that it blits in front of the characters. And so it, the near foreground layer blits between the near ground and the foreground, but these layers pair with the first layer in their name. So like the near foreground layer pairs with the near layer, and so it actually blits behind the characters. And so the reason we need these two layers in particular for snow is that we need snowflakes falling in front of and behind the characters in order for it to look like there's snow falling like around the characters. So whereas the mid near ground layer was the river it drew between the mid layer and the near layer. For the snow, we need these other two instead. So foreground and near foreground. Yes. Save that, and then so we should also be... Oh, I don't need to... Oh, that stuff that I started writing. Oh shoot, sorry, I put the script in a slightly broken state. So I should just comment that out so I can rerun the script and then go back to breaking it again. All right, so all that thing that I just said about the near foreground layer, I take it all back. It was all lies. Where did I put that? Is this here, right? Yeah, near foreground. All right, so ignore all of this. Disregard, please. Save that. Run the script. Hopefully it won't crash, because I'm going to put it into a state where it's almost guaranteed to crash. Oh yeah. Wow, I like when the characters like show up almost immediately. It's nicer than having to wait. Like, I don't know. IRC is a little mercurial. Sometimes it tells you all the information you need up front. Sometimes it makes you wait till you find out. Anyways. All right. Yeah. See you in a bit, Trivenicus. All right. So yeah. So we can't just say these layers exist and then Shazam. We have to actually load them in. So. Oh. Hmm. Actually, one thing that might be a little easier is, especially once I have so many layers. I think I'm gonna say, yeah, it was like, well, now that I've written those things, I can't just, they're not just gonna magically appear themselves. But I think I want them to magically appear themselves. So I'm gonna say, so what? So like env layers, or like layer lists. Layer list equals foreground, near ground, midground, background, foreground, for near ground, near midground. Oh, and yeah, we don't have mid background yet, but I might as well put that in now too. Mid. No, I'll wait until we actually need it, because we might never need it, or at least we won't need it for a long while, or a while. All right, so then wait, what do you? Oh, layer underscore list. Sorry. Stop complaining. What? For foreground. Oh, near foreground. Sorry, I messed up the naming convention. Near foreground, and so it would be mid near ground. Yeah. Sorry. Better? It's better. Good. Alright, and so then, yeah, so then these things that, whereas like, et cetera, I mean, there used to be like a different naming convention between these two, but, now I think I'm gonna say like, oh, yeah, should I pass, can I just say like global layer list? Is that legit? I wonder. And then for li in layer list, self dot, well here, I can copy this convention. I can just say, actually no, oh yeah, wait, actually, I don't even want to do this necessarily. I want to say, if anything, well, I don't really have to rewrite this section because this section was already written, so I'm not going to care about that. So I'm actually going to use layer, I might just not actually use layer list for anything. I was just thinking it would be nice if I could do some things that way. But yeah, I don't know, it's so spread out anyways that meh, whatever. Oh, I know why the script wasn't crashing earlier. I wasn't loading in those images, but apparently you can blit a non-existent image, and that's fine. As long as you don't try and load a non-existent image, that's not okay. But you can blit a non-existent image, and that's totally legit. All right, that makes sense. All right, so okay, so self type 2. Oh, right. So we'd set it up as if we were going to use the middle near ground, but we actually don't care about that. What we want to do is oh, maybe this part I'd want to nah, I don't care, whatever. So we actually want to do this for the near foreground and for the foreground. So near foreground, place mid near ground in all these places. Oh yeah, and the middle ground is actually the near ground, and paste that, because yeah, we do actually need the transition pieces here. Right, so yeah, then we basically need to do the same thing for the foregrounds. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say oh no, let's still do it the hacky cheaty way, because like right now, we only have one event type. We only have, I don't know why I keep saying event type. I guess because event type is so burned into my brain. Environment type. we only have one environment type 1, and we only have one environment type 2. So we can actually just like basically like hard code some of this stuff. Um, at some point in the future, it's probably going to be not in the near future. It's going to be in like the I don't know, probably at least not for like at least a few weeks, I would imagine. Um, I'm going to add more of these environment types, but yeah, it's not going to be like it'll be someday. It just won't be. It just won't be super soon. All right, so this speed is supposed to match the foreground, and when that day comes, I can fix this stuff up so that it's a bit more generalized for. Oh yeah, and this one is not environment data. Oh, this one's not environment data 3. This one's environment data 2, and this one's environment data 1. So actually, I should do these in reverse order, for no particular reason. Cut. Paste. Oops. What just happened? My mistake. Alright. What are you... Okay, no. Good. Alright, save that. Alright, so what are we doing here? Yeah, no, this is sufficient for what we're doing here. So now we just have to add in the the cases where we split these layers. And it's going to be slightly weird. But we started setting it up before. We just have to affect what we had set up before. And then frankly, like before I actually go... Oh yeah, so at this point I could actually add in the... no, because the script is running, I won't start setting up the data yet. I'll finish the script, and I'll probably restart the script before... Or no, I'll bring the script down while I set up the data. Because the data is just going to be, like, just to test to see if this is working, I'm just going to use, like, the cave, and I'm just going to make it snow in the cave. I think. Because that's fun. I feel like. And then once we have it snowing in the cave, we'll go back and make the actual art for that. Yeah. So, yeah. Cool. So save that, and what's what? Right. Okay. Oh, this is the part that I've been kind of dreading. This is the part that we were doing earlier, and I was so I was so oh, maybe instead of snow in the cave, just for test purposes, I'll just make it bats. I'll just make bats like fall from the sky. Oh, huh. That just, you know, I mean, it's funny, but you know, that just reminded me of is that we might actually want to have an interior space where, no, I'm not going to do this now, but like, it just occurred to me, like, hypothetically, if we did want to use the special layer in an interior space, like a cave, we would have to change the height that it blits from. Because what you'll see because like the cave ceiling is kind of low, like the cave, in terms of like the height of the game, like there's all this black space. Like that black space, like isn't even, well, actually, yeah, the cave is only slightly taller than the river. Actually, no, it's about the same height. Oh no, this scale is slightly off. But hey, event time. Yeah, when I make it snow in the cave, the snow will be coming from outside the cave, and then it'll like penetrate the cave walls somehow, and then like break into the cave. But hypothetically, if I did want to like, like let's say I didn't want it to rain, but let's say I wanted like, let's say in the lava caves, for example, let's say we wanted like smoke coming up out of the lava caves. If we wanted low ceiling in the lava caves but have smoke coming up, we would need to set like a value, a new cutoff value. Because right now we're just using 150, which is the standard graphics height cutoff value for the cutoff at the top. But if we want the smoke to stop rising at the ceiling, like we would have to we would need a value to regulate that. Like I said, I'm not planning on doing that right now, but we could do that in the future if we ever feel like making an environment that does stuff like that. I mean, I have crazy ideas for what I want to do with these special layers. Like, I want to use it. I want to make the beach. I want to make a beach scene, and instead of having the layer just scroll flatly downwards, I want it to actually like oscillate, so it'll like go up and down, and the special layer will be used to draw the waves. And so like the wave, like it actually won't be that fast, but it'll be like it'll be like so the waves will like slowly go out, and then they'll come back in. So like yeah, I have big ideas for how I want this to work in the future. But a lot of those ideas require special adjustments. Yeah. So, what am I? What am I? Oh yeah, right. So now I get to do that thing that I'm kind of like. I don't know. It's just gonna be. If you've ever seen me do something like very like needling and precise and like structure oriented but without like a really obvious like sense of substance, that's what we're about to do. And if that doesn't get you excited all right, so let's delete these for a moment. All right, so what this does is this will vertically scroll our near foreground layers. So we'll want to do something similar for the foreground layers. Thank you, Aglander. Yeah, so we'll want to do something for the foreground layers in a moment, but we can wait a moment to do that because the first thing that we need to do is we need to. Oh yeah, where's our these things that we have commented out. So actually, I should also change these things that we have commented out to use the near foreground layer instead of the middle near ground layer. Middle near ground. Where are the other references to middle near ground? 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and wasn't there a reference to the middle ground layer here? Not like the middle near ground, but the middle ground itself. Am I hallucinating that? Oh no, those ones were in here. Right. No. Wait. Did I just trample over that? No, the horizontal. Wait, the horizontal values aren't supposed to be near foreground. The horizontal values are supposed to be near grounds, right? Am I crazy? No, they're supposed to be near ground. No. They are supposed to be near foreground, but they're supposed to be environment, not next environment. That was the distinction. Is it really near foreground? Yeah. Because I guess the layers all they scroll separately. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, they'll they all keep their own scroll values. Oh, wait a second. This assumes the existence of a mid-foreground layer on the, yeah, no, that's what's weird. So this should be using the, near ground layer. Because you can't assume the existence of the near foreground layer on another layer. Like, just because one, yeah. Yeah, no, that's not legit. So, I guess those values will get updated anyhow, but for this purposes, we need to use the near ground layer. Because like this is the part where we're handling the new environment that's transitioning in, and we use the scroll values for the old environment But the old environment, so the near foreground layer is a special layer that not all environments will have, and so we can't assume the existence of the near foreground layer. Fortunately, the near foreground layer and the near ground layer scroll at the exact same speed, so we can use the near ground layer's values for this instead of having to use the near foreground layers, which might exist, but it might not exist. All right, so yes, so this is like the thing that we have to like insert weird places, which sounds lovely, I know. All right, let's cut this out of here just for a moment. Let's start putting it places. Oh, yeah. Wait, this is only half of it. Actually, I'm going to just put it here for convenience sake momentarily. I can uncomment it too. It doesn't need to be commented out still. I can unindent this. Oh yeah, it's gonna freak out because the HI values are not real. Those are placeholder. Right, but then the other thing that I need is this other one, and I haven't switched the formatting here. So cut this. Deep derp. It's actually kind of helpful to have these errors here so that I know exactly where to scroll to when I want to work on this section. Alright, so get rid of these comments, uncomment, and then unindent. Actually, maybe I should leave it indented. Not that it matters. Whoops, did not mean to unindent this layer. This one was properly indented. No, not like that. Weirdo. Alright, oh yeah, so sorry, just one quick thing to fix up is that I changed how this conditional was set up, and now I can change it back, because I didn't need to change it at all. So this one used to be like a single conditional statement in that order, and I changed it, but not for the better. Yeah, so the other thing that's important is that we have to unindent this, because now it's like in some like weird limbo. Alright, I think that's the correct height for it. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I haven't been watching the transitions in game. So if it looks weird, maybe I should. Sorry for the pink, but I'm gonna leave this on the bottom of the screen for a second, just so I can like keep an eye out for when the transitions occur. All right, I guess there's not too much pink on screen. Oh, here, I'll widen this so that way you guys don't have to see the extra pinkishness. There we go. That's better. All right. I just I can't see the visuals that you guys see on the bottom of the screen there, so I have to put that on screen in order to see it. Anyways, all right, let's sorry, I was just looking at Lauren's sweet gear. Let's actually. All right. Oh yeah, and then there was one more of those conditionals that I wanted to fix, which is here. Yeah, here. This again, like the other one, was just I changed it, but I did not change it for the better. So let's get rid of that and then unindent this whole section. Wow, it creeps me out right now that Python is so sensitive to indentation. Like, that's supposed to be like a really good thing about it, but like, I don't know, indentation is like really subtle. And like the way I set up my indentation is like, I mean, people accuse me of like Hadouken code where it like slants in at a diagonal, which it clearly does sometimes. But I don't know. Sometimes logic is shaped like that. I don't choose what is the correct logic. I just implement the logic that is correct for the project that I'm making. All right, so I let's right now let's do the thing that I've been dreading for so long. um, what is this part about? Wait. Oh yeah, no, that part's correct. That's the part I just put there. All right, so these things don't actually go here. These go 5 different places, which is slightly awkward. Oh, I didn't update this one to near foreground, so I should probably do that before I put it like a million different places or 5 different places, either one. Just these 3 more. Yeah. All right, near foreground. Near for art thou. I I should stop saying that because it's dumb. Why do I say that dumb thing? Um, all right. So here we go. Next environment. All right. So we do next environment first. Oh yeah. So we don't put each of these 5 different places. We put these things 5 different places, and depending on which place we're putting it, we either put one of them or the other. So all right. Copy this. Right, and it's based on whether in this conditional statement whether we're blitting or whether we're blitting from the next environment or the current environment. So for example, this is next environment, so we use the one wherein we're blitting from the next environment. And the thing we have to change though is so this is scroll 1. So hi. Wait, what are you complaining about here? What are you complaining about? Oh, right. It lost some of its indentation. Hey, spent time. Is that better? Alright, good. Yeah, so, oh, actually, yeah, so I'm just gonna indent these blocks to the correct indentation so that when I, oh no, the indentation is gonna change. Never mind. Alright, so, because we're blitting, etc., etc., alright, so yeah, scroll 1. So instead of the horizontal index, as like horizontal index or whatever, this horizontal index of 1 is what we want here. Is that the only place that I'm using it? Alright, cool. Alright, that's easy enough to change. Alright, so here we're not blitting from the next environment, we're blitting from the environment proper, or the current environment, as it were. So let's copy that. Where is it? Right here. So let's indent this appropriately. Is that appropriate? Yeah. Oops. Sorry. All right, and so yeah, so from the environment proper, and then this is also for scroll index 1. So we can replace the horizontal index with 1. Alright. So that's done. And then oh, wait a second. This is for the transition. This is to handle the transitions as well. So I guess like once I'm done with this, I'm not just gonna test snow in the cave. I'm gonna test a cave and then having snow come in. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Or bats. I might use bats instead of snow because it's a cave. So, alright. Alright, so 3 more of these. I don't know why I'm going so slow. I could go faster. So the next 2 are for next env. So I'm actually gonna, yeah, no, I'm gonna copy it from here again, just so that I remember to update the horizontal indices. Copy that. Where are we putting it? Here. So this is for the next environment, and this is for next environment 0. Oh wait, what is the difference between these two? Yeah, I didn't even think to check if there are other subtle differences. No, these two statements are equivalent, right? Am I crazy? These two statements are equivalent. Oh, oh, right. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, this is the difference. This is the transition versus the. Yes. All right. So that's. Oh wait. Am I doing that wrong up here? Ping, ping. Yeah, no. So up here is the difference between the next environment and the new environment. But down here, right? The reason we only have 2 for this case and 3 for this case is because this case doesn't. This is the panel. So the transition slide always is on the 0 panel. It's never on the 1 panel, just because that's how it worked out. And so right. So for the 1 panel, we don't have to check that additional. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of important. Oh, right. So hold on. Before I continue on with that, it has errors in it, so I'll remember to come back for it. Um, Before I continue on with that, yeah, when we're loading in our data for an environment, which occurs here, when we have a, oh, are we doing it? Okay, good. Yeah. Wait, no. Are we? Yeah, no, okay, we are loading that in already. Oh, so, I actually don't need to run this conditional twice, is the other thing. I can put that conditional together. Alright, so we are loading in the trans data, the trans images. Transitional slides between the snow and whatnot. Alright. Oh. Oh. Oh, how do we do... So then how do we do this for the transitions out? Because for the... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because when... So we'll still use the same transition. Okay. Wait a second. Um. Yeah. Whoa. Wait, hold on a second. Uh. What do we do? Oh no, I think I'm not doing this right. Am I doing this right? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. There are 2 transitional layers, and I'm not accounting for one of them. That's okay. So I'm doing most things right, except I'm only accounting for one of the transitional layers. Whoa. Yeah. All right. So this is weird. Um, where are these layers going to exist? And I guess I need a different naming convention. Because yeah, so it just occurred to me like, um, I mean, I don't technically have to support this feature yet, but I kind of do in a way. Is that like okay? So yeah, so these special slides will have transitions in and out, but they might animate at different speeds. So I can't use the same transition slide. Like let's say let's say you're leaving the hot springs, and the hot springs has steam rising up, and you're entering like the wetlands, which has rain. Um, yeah, so I can't use the same transitional slide because if I tried to use the same transitional slide, either the steam would go down with the rain, or the rain would go up with the steam, and so yeah, no, unlike most of the transitions, I literally need 2 different slides for this. Um, and well, I guess the cool thing there is I could actually have it raining into the steam because I'll have 2 different sides. But yeah, so the weird thing about that is that so I guess how I just need I just need yeah, I need near foreground so wait, this is self dot load data uh self.load data. I do something similar with I do something similar to this with event with the environment type 1, because for environment type 1 I need different anchor data when you're exiting or when you're transitioning in versus transitioning out. And so in order to avoid conflicts there, I name the data file not just data.txt, but I name it after the environment itself. So this isn't just going to be nfg.ping, it's going to be nfg plus, or it's going to be nfg underbar plus in name. Because when we're loading it in, oh, and then plus .png. Because when we're loading it in, we'll need to load the transitional data for the transition in. So this is like the first step, which is fairly usual. And we'll do that for the near foreground and for foreground. The other thing that we need to do, though, is that when we're ready for a new transition, we have to check if the current environment is of type 2, because if the and we do some, like I said, we do something similar for event type 1. So for event type 1, if it's event type 1, we need to load in that extra data about where the graphics anchor is located. For event type 2, we need or sorry, I can do else if else if environment type equals 2, then we'll need to load in new transitional data, new pings, like new so like basically the same thing that we're doing up here. Where are we doing it? Not that far up. So it's basically going to be like this, except we'll be looking in a different folder, because all the transitional data is kept in a folder based on the current environment. So like, whereas before we're looking for the folder out and the folder in, next we'll be using in name essentially for the first directory structure, and then we'll be using the new directory, the new environment as the subsequent part of the directory structure. So paste this here, and let's change a lot, because for one thing it's not self anymore, it's env, excuse me, env, I can type, I swear I can type, and it's not out name anymore, it's bg name, wait, yeah, bg's name. I should change those to something that makes more sense. I used to call the environments backgrounds because they used to just be in the background, but they have changed since then. So BG's name, and so yeah, BG's, because now we're talking about the current environment. So so the naming convention will be of the background's name, and then but the subfolder that we have to look in is specifically for the it's just occurring to me, we might not need to do a new one for every environment, but we definitely need to do at least, no, whatever, we can just do it like this for now. I'm only doing one environment, so we're only really doing it for one environment, but like, it was just occurring to me, like, well, so basically, like, so like for the snow, I'll just like I mean, I'm not going to draw like the final art or anything, but like, or I'll draw the yeah, right. So the reason we're making transitional slides for these is if we like copy file new, okay, basically like if we have like if we want to transition from a place that's not snowing to a place that's snowing, what we'll want to do is so it's green snow for some reason. It's green snow just because I want it to show up clearer for this for what I'm trying to explain. So like, let's say hey, it's bedtime. Let's say it's not snowing and you're transitioning into the snow. So the reason we need a transition here is like, whoops, this is not very noticeable. The reason we're putting a transition here is so that you know, it'll snow a little bit at first, but then as you get into it, like the snow picks up. And then as you whoops, I don't know, those are sleep or like I don't know. As you transition further into it, like the snow gets denser and denser, so that way, it doesn't just look like it's like it's not just like there's a wall and like on one half of the wall it's not snowing and one half of the wall is snowing. It'll transition in. It was occurring to me that like I might not need a different one for each transition. Like it might be sufficient to just like have one gradient. Oh, and like I mean, yeah, like I could. In a lot of cases, I could probably. Oh, the cave, incidentally, is like so the interior exterior transition is the one where it's not really gonna work because well, yeah, I could special case things like that. Like I could use just like one general one for all transitions because like anywhere you enter that is and anywhere you enter with snow that's an exterior space, like it's probably fine for the snowflakes to start falling wherever because unless there's the only place that doesn't make sense to have precipitation is if there's like a roof there. um so yeah, so like the way I could special case that is I could say I could still look in those transition folders and see if there is data there. And if there is data in those transition folders, I could load in that data. But then if there isn't data in those transition folders, I could just fall back to like a default one, which I might do. Again, like this isn't going to affect the current art production because I only have to make I'm only making one transition in and one transition out. So it's like I have a default transition in, transition out. But then in the future, like when I make another transition leading to the snow or from the snow place, which I intend to do in the near future. I mean, not super near, but like maybe in a month or so, I don't know. Like whenever I get bored, this is like the thing that I plan to do to come back to and work on when I'm bored. Uh, I'll yeah, I guess I can figure it out then. Yeah. Oh man, me in the future is gonna get so annoyed. Me in the future is gonna be like, past Ben, past Ben, why did you, why did you not implement these features fully? Why did you leave these features all half implemented? But my answer is that I don't. Whatever. Future Ben can deal with it. Anyways. All right. So BG's name's next. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So I just need to actually set up the data like that. So once I rerun the script, I'll actually set up the data like that because if I don't, it will crash. Oh, so actually, yeah, I'm gonna basically just use this as like my snow or whatever. This is my test snow. Um, my tablet keeps connecting my dots. I think my tablet, or I don't know if it's Paint.net or my tablet, but I swear I'm just like dotting dot 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 dot. Here, you might even be able to hear it. Just tap 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 tap, and it's like, oh, you want these lines you want these dots connected for no particular reason. It's like, yeah, sure, all right, whatever, connect them. All right, so this is our, I don't know what this is exactly. Um, so file, save as. Oh, I will make that folder now. So wait. Let's dupe the cave to make snow. All right, so where are we saving this? This is the transition from the mountains to snow. Oh, so this might cause the script to crash. I apologize in advance if this causes the script to crash. Shoot. All right, so BG's oops, no, mountains, copy here. Whoops, no, snow. Oh no, it won't cause it to crash yet because I won't make the new snow event type or environment. Excuse me, environment type 2 yet. I'll leave it as environment type 0. So I'll put in weird data, but it won't know to look for the weird data yet, and it won't crash because yeah, hopefully, hopefully it won't crash. All right, so now I can save this. This is what did we call this? This is so this, I'll use the same one. It's like near foreground, snow, mountains, snow. Final answer, snow. All right. And then file save, or I'll just adjust the hue and saturation. So green snow will fall in the background, and then red snow, or like taupe snow, orangey taupe brown snow will fall in the foreground. No, it'll be like pink. Oh no, if it's pink, it's transparent, so it'll be like reddish. I don't know. Whatever, that's fine. And this will be save as for foreground snow. Save. Okay, and then let's do like use this for like the general precipitation. I don't know. Basically like this or something. I don't I don't particularly care. And then whoops, no, not that. So here's a I don't know what is happening in this cave, but it's scary, frankly. This will be file save as. This will be the precipitation itself. So backgrounds, cave, for foreground. Oh, we don't need to tag S particularly for the snow environment because it'll be in. Oh, not the cave. The snow. It'll be in the correct folder, and therefore we will know what it is, of course. And then adjust hue and saturation. Put it back to deselect. Deselect adjustments, hue and saturation. Set it back to positive 88 to get it back to that delightful green color we had before. File save as. So this is the near foreground in our cave precipitation. Man, I guess. All right, I was. I just looked at the clock and I was like, man, I was supposed to actually like finish something today, but like technically what I'm working on now is what I started at the start of the day, but we did take a nice detour to accomplish something else. So we didn't not accomplish anything today. We just didn't accomplish exactly the thing that we were going to accomplish. But anyways, no, it's been a productive day either. Besides that. Alright, so near foreground, right? Yeah, near foreground. Alright, save that. And then like let's close this. File open BG's mountains trans snow. I'm just gonna open these and file or image flip horizontal, file save as this will be the transition from snow to. Oh no, there's not supposed to be two transitions here. Snow only transitions to river. It doesn't transition to forest. Or maybe I should do forest instead. No, river. River. I, I don't plan on quitting just yet. Oh yeah, and so this actually should follow the naming convention for foreground snow. Because hypothetically, if the river was a special environment, I mean, we don't need it because it's not. But hypothetically, if it was, then yeah. Yeah, I don't plan on quitting just yet. Although, I mean, yeah. So the one thing, I was the reason I did comment about how much I've accomplished today is that I think once I run the test on once I get the snow precipitation working, which is not it's not working yet. It's gonna take me a little while to finish it, but that'll probably be the stream for today. So whenever I allude to like the end of the stream, people always like start disappearing. So I'll just take a quick moment to point out there's a follow button. Again, the stream is not ending right now, but if what I said is has convinced you to go find greener pastures, consider clicking the follow button because why not? I stream a lot. I stream a lot. All right, so let's flip this image too. And then save as mountains. No, so this is also snow trans river. Same as near foreground snow. Yes. All right, so it's not going to be snow and it's not going to be a forest, but it's going to be something, and it's going to have something going on. Hypothetically, and not even yet. I still need to. I still need to finish hooking up the tech. Yeah. So specifically for the trans case, I now have to. I can't just blit once. I have to blit twice. Oh yeah. So this had occurred to me earlier today, and then apparently it slipped my mind. Because I have to arbitrarily choose which one draws on top of the other. Not that it super matters, but like, I don't know. I'll just say like the new environment draws on top of the old environment or something. Like I don't have to like stipulate that anywhere, except that I do have to. I do have to. Oh, wait a second. Okay, no. All right, good. I'm checking. I was like, did I forget to add the conditional statement? But no, I did add the conditional statement. All right. Sorry, I just spooked myself for a second. Yeah, so I can choose like the draw order by literally choosing the order in which we draw. This is like the lowest level graphics programming I've ever done. And it's not low level because I dug into the nuts and bolts or anything. I just 2D blitting is very itself low level. You just choose which order you like the the high level graphics programming for 2D art is when you draw the pictures. That's like the highest level you ever get with 2D art. But all right. All right, so let's finish this up. All right, so I lied. I said we were going to copy this pattern 5 times over, but we're actually going to copy it 6 times over because we now need the 2 cases for the transitional case. So I don't even know if I'm fully prepared to do that. I think I need to like rig up a new one for that. No, I definitely do. I have to rig up 2 new ones. All right, so I'll save that one for last actually. So the transitional layer, it's here. So this is the odd duck. So I'll say I'll just remind myself draw. So like blit new transition, and actually I don't need another new line. And then blit old transition. Oh no, other way around. I said the new one's on top, so I should blit the new one second. Again, not that it matters. Thank you, Mark Lander. Mark Lander, I know it's not the end of the day yet, but I'm going to officially dub you cool guy of the day. Congratulations. You took it. It was not even close race. You just ran away with it, which is not a slight to anyone else in the channel. Everyone's been super great today. Like everyone ranked on like the cool guy side of the scale, but sorry, I say guy a lot, but I do mean it as a gender neutral term. So guy or girl, you're all cool. And no, Mark Lander just hit it out of the park is all. Wow, I'm bad at spelling. Also capitalization. All right, so yeah, so I have to come back to that one. Excuse me. I'm not literally dying, I hope. Oh yeah, I'll want to hide the cave temporarily once I go to test this because oh no, I know what I can do instead, which will introduce a crash, but it'll only crash after. Oh no, it will introduce a crash. So I was gonna tinker with the system that randomly selects stuff, but I won't. Actually, no, I can do that. No, I know how I can do it. All right. Don't mind me. All right, so before I get into the transitions, let's quickly, or relatively quickly, as fast as I move, plug in this other. So these will be basically like the ones that we did before. This one is for the next environment, and so let's copy the one for the next environment. Uh, oh, actually, we don't need that much. Oh, we kind of do. Whatever. Plug it in here. We don't need that extra new line. Oh, but we should indent this appropriately. By appropriately, I mean twice. I think. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the graphics. I guess that long stretch. Yeah, that long stretch where there were no rocks on the ground. That's just because. Yeah, it's because I keep leaving those blank edges on both ends, and having blank edges on both ends like sometimes means that the whole. Wait. No, those graphics are weird. Did I must have messed up the math or something? Yeah, I must have messed up the math or something. Because that foreground layer is just blitting weird. Those two long bars, like you can kind of see like on the screen at the same time, you can see two rock formations that look identical. And you should never see the two formations that look identical at the same time. Like only one. Like technically there is two identical formations, but only because as soon as one leaves the edge of the screen, the other one it comes in from the other end of the screen. But yeah, I must have just messed up my math there. Oh, maybe that's what I was seeing earlier. Yeah, earlier I thought I was seeing something wrong with the foreground blitting, but then when I looked at it, it didn't seem wrong. Hey, event time. Sorry, 1 second. I'll fix that in just a second. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just sorry. 1 second. Excuse me. All right. um. So yeah. Oh yeah. So all right. So let's see what's happening with that with that foreground blitting. Expect that. Yep. There it is. I'm using the near ground layer for one of the terms, whereas that's supposed to be the foreground layer. Yep. That's what that's about. Uh, oh, so it's during transitions? Oh, that's why I didn't notice it before, because it only happens during transitions. During transitions, it gets messed up. Fun, fun stuff, right? That was supposed to be, yeah, that's supposed to be. All right, so, so it wasn't my imagination. Hey, ESQ2 official, welcome. How's it going? All right, save that. All right, so now we can continue on. Right. Okay. So we copied this over, and this is for scroll index 0. So where we have scroll index, or where we have scroll with horizontal index, we can just change that to 0 in these cases, and then it'll stop yelling at us because horizontal index is not an actual thing; it's just a concept I made up. All right. Put. Yeah. Let's put a new line there. For this is the current environment, not the next environment. So we take this one here and copy that and slap it in here, but then we also have to indent it twice. Or 3 times for the first line, apparently, for some reason. So that one didn't seem to get the idea. All right, and this is also for scroll 0, so we can replace the horizontal indexes with 0. And no more errors. Yay, save that. All right, also, oh yeah, well, I won't get rid of this yet, because we still need to plug in the transition pieces. But other than that, we're doing okay. Sorry, just stretching a little bit. Yeah. Long day. Hey, Jovanicus, welcome back. How's how's your check? All cashed and everything. Good. Glad to hear it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have a quick snack. Sorry, I'm just getting my tumbly's getting a bit grumbly, but not going anywhere. Excuse me. All right. So I'll be honest. I haven't fully thought through what changes I actually have to make here. um. Hmm. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. So okay. So I fixed the whole near ground thing. So that works and stuff. Oh. Yes. Good job. Arbitrary database numbers. So valuable. All the value. Uh, all right. So if we do the old layer first, let's just try that one and see how it goes. So if environment type two, uh, copy that niner. Oh, there's a list of things that I keep saying because to me they're hilarious, but I really have to stop saying. Uh, oh man, it's gonna get bad. Eventually, I'll just not say anything else. I'll have so many of those things that I'll just never say like anything interesting. I'll just it'll be like stupid joke, half joke, whatever after stupid, whatever. All right, so yeah, so the primary difference here is that we're not blitting from the ping, we're blitting from the transition image. So the first thing that we'll do is replace these, and then is the rest of it just like the same, hypothetically? Yes, I think so. Uh, yeah. Oh, yeah, one thing that we have to do is wait, so this is if environment type 2 and et cetera, et cetera. The vertical, yeah, no, the verticals should be intact because we calculate them based on the corresponding environment. And, yeah. Yeah, that, seems to be in order. Alright, so we just have to, right, yeah, the transition always happens on scroll 0, so we can replace the scrolls with horizontal index 0. And I think that's legit. So we're getting pretty close to the point where we can actually test this out. We have our horrible temp art in place. And, oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Temp art is so bad. And it's gonna look traumatizing, I'm sure. But it might work, and if it works, that'd be cool. All right, so right, so again, I mean the big key difference here is that we're using the transition frame, not the standard image. I, oh man, my gut says just ignore your question, Trivanicus, but the only way I can answer it is to say, why the heck is that in the game development channel? Like, how is that game development? It annoys me, is what it is, and that's all I can say about it. Is that it annoys me because like that's not game development. That's not game development. Oh my gosh! Like I understand that there's not a category for it, but like literally pick any other category. Like any other category is at least a little bit closer. No, Twitch should just have a channel or Twitch should just have a category for like gamified streams. That way, when I feel like playing side quests, like proper, like playing it like a game master, I could switch over to that channel. And yeah, I just can't, like it's like if it felt like not being cancer, then I could like acknowledge it for what it is. But right now it's just cancer, so it can it can it can get itself correct, and then I will care. Until then, I will not one bit. Uh, Sorry. I'm sure that's not the answer you were hoping for, but I just like little things like that annoy me. So yeah. Uh, yeah, Lauren. All right, I'm shutting down the stream now. Well, actually, no, I am going to shut down the script. We're not in the middle of an event, are we? No. All right, yeah. I'm going to shut down the script because I think. Oh, I need to put in. I need to put in a little bit of a hack so that we can test this out real quick. Specifically, I think we're still doing the super speedy thing, but then we're still shutting down during one of the transition phases. Let's not shut down during the transition phases because we don't need to see this happening in slow motion. We just have to see this happening. Oh yeah, and so our data's still not set up yet because right. So for BG's snow, we need a data file. Data.txt that says it's event type 2. The speed of the near ground, the vertical speed of the near ground will be 2. And that's the far foreground. And then near foreground will be 1. So snow in the near ground will fall faster than snow in the snow in the foreground will fall faster than snow in the near ground. So hopefully, like, it'll be a little bit of a vertical parallax. Hopefully, is how that will look. We can toy with these values a bit. All right, so save that. Oh no, never mind. Don't don't mind me, just making weird noises. All right, so save that. And then what else data do we need? Is that all? I think that's all. And so now I'll just put in a few more hacks. I will hack it so that it starts in the mountains. Where do I hack it? Yeah, alright, so I hack it so it starts in the mountains. Mountains. And then I'm gonna add in BG's cheat equals snow, and then I'm gonna make it so that BG's cheat like takes priority. So if there's multiple possible transitions, it'll always choose the cheat first. And so I'll do that. I already have the speed cranked up. I already have the transition time cranked down. All right, so save that, and then if this cheat is not super easy to put in, I won't bother. But yeah, no, the point is BG's name next, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, so if BG cheat, is it BG cheat or BG's cheat in BG list? Then BG's name next equals BG cheat. That way, if it's not in the list, then it doesn't cause a crash or anything. But if it is, then we cheat. Because we're still... Oh, okay, it's BG's cheat. That way we can start in the mountain and we'll be guaranteed to transition to snow. And oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing, you guys. Or it's just gonna crash. I don't know. It's gonna do something amazing, or crash, or both. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Look at us go! Yay! Bloop doop. Zoom zoom. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look crazy. Here goes. No. Oh yeah, wait. Oh. Alright. Something's happening. Half of it seems to be working a little bit. Yeah, so like clearly the other half of the blit is not working. But look, the rest of it seems to be working. And I think the transition actually worked too. Alright, so I clearly messed up my math. Yeah, and I messed up my math in the part that I would have expected to mess up my math in. Oh, and look, now we're transitioning out? No. Wait, what's happening? Whoa. That was weird. What are those big empty spaces? Wait a second. Half the time? Half the time they're drawing behind the, half the time they're drawing... Oh. Right. Yep. Half the time they're drawing behind. Wait. Really? Why? Alright. So we got a few things that are not... Oh, look, we're transitioning out. Kind of. Are we? Okay. That seemed premature. Alright, so... So it's clearly it's not perfect yet. We had a few... You might have... If you were paying very close attention, you might have noticed a few things that were weird. Hey, T-Barnes, how's it going? Welcome. I'm making weird green stuff fall from the sky in the... Oh, wait. We only saw the green stuff. We didn't see the red stuff. Right? Am I crazy, or we didn't see the red stuff at all? Huh. Really? What was up with that? Oh, yeah, right, no. Okay, we didn't see the red stuff because I haven't hooked that up at all yet. No, that was expected, so that was normal. I just, yeah. Uh... The green stuff is snow. Kind of. The green stuff is, it's gonna be snow someday. Right now it's, kind of just a mess. But, yeah, we're adding in, like, another layer of precipitation so that some of the environments can have, snow, for example. But, it's, it's a work in progress. All right, so wait, so let's break this down. Why sometimes would stuff get drawn on top? Like sometimes sometimes just weird stuff was happening. And what I'm inclined to ask. Um If the other ones are drawing correctly, like I followed I thought I followed this pattern where, like, it scrolls. We were using scroll zeros together. Did I just mess up one of those? Like, because how on earth could how on earth could Oh, wait. Oh, so that's one thing. For the transition layers. Hey, got a new follower. Petite, I apologize for mispronouncing your name. Petite Nownowers 13. Welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. uh, uh, yeah, so why was, I mean, this wouldn't have any bearing on it, but, I'm using NFG instead of NG. I mean, I could just. Well, I'm doing that here as well. I don't see how that could. I don't see how that could have an effect. I. This isn't making any sense to me because like these are the so these blits here, like uh, this one, like